Paul Vunak is a self-proclaimed king of the headbutt, but he specializes in knees and elbows as well. Special shout out to one of my Twitter followers and YouTube subscribers who suggested this. Let's get into it. Okay, the transition's phenomenal. So we're in the 80s or 90s right now. We're taking it back. If he has a headbutt shirt on, you know he's good at what? Exactly. When he has a mullet, you know he's good at what? That shirt, that hair, come on, let's go.
We have an energy drill tape, which is working the hoop butt. We're needing to find
the hoop butt. He said
energy drill.
Strike one. He said
hoop butt.
Strike two. He's wearing wrestling shoes in an alleyway. Strike three. But then he redeems himself by doing this cross block on the elbow, which I don't love, but I like how he dragged it into a headbutt. I like that.
Tape, which we're working the Dumag out of the energy drills.
Dumag out of the energy drills. Vague statements.
Come off this angle and boom.
I like that. See what I'm saying? This I actually prefer because he's controlling the wrist with his left hand and using his parallel forearm to drive the head through. I didn't love the first option, which was a cross block where he dragged the headbutt, because potentially the guy can create an angle to your back using footwork. But this seems actually pretty interesting.
That's going to be the headbutt.
And he snuck in a little ball shot there.
We're applying the appropriate technique.
Talks with his hands. So when you talk with your hands to that extreme, you're going to garner a certain degree of respect.
Oh, that's our headbutt.
Damn, my man came in with the high waters, the dirty white kicks, the tight jeans too, with the headbutt. The big helmet, you're going to need it against Paul Vunak. You're going to need a helmet because with that guy ramming you with that mullet, he's going to take you right out of the game quick.
One more time. Jab. Boom, boom, boom.
Damn, the mullet flapped. Boom, flapped up.
Feel the energy. If I didn't have energy drills to work, I'd be stuck in there.
I want to cut out all the energy talk though. Let's not discuss energy. Energy is one of the most hoopla, woo-wah, woo-woo type statements you can ever make. Now, is energy real? Sure. Can it be created or destroyed? Absolutely not. We're not getting into metaphysical, subatomic conversations. We're talking about just what works in a fight. Let's leave out the energy stuff.
So I use a little Wing Chun to go around it. Then I throw Wing Chun out and I kick in the headbutt. JKD.
It really kills me that we both have a similar way of delivering our lines, which is really funny. So I do that. Now I know Paul Vunak does it. And then he finishes off with a
JKD.
Into an 80s transition into the next scene. Look at that dissolve. Look at that dissolve. The square box moving away, leaving the trail. State of the art, Premiere Pro. JKD. Oh no, oh no, he brought out the oven mitts. No. Not with those on. Not with those on, dog. Not with those on, dog. Not with those, all right? You don't know if you're fighting a guy in the street. You never know if he's gonna be too hot to handle. You don't wanna get your hands burnt.
5 minutes later.
All right, so I finally found some real bullshit. There was a UFC fighter from back in the day. We won't even get into who he is. He's a Japanese fighter. He fought Nick Diaz. And before he was getting ready for the fight, he could be seen in the octagon warming up, and he was throwing punches at his trainer's punches. So his trainer would throw a punch, and he was trying to time, instead of blocking the punch, he was striking the punch. And he tried this against Nick Diaz in the fight, and it really backfired because you can't predict feints, and you can't predict someone who has really good punch selection. It's hard to make those reads. So it's one of the worst things you can do is punch at a strike or strike at a strike. Not an ideal way of defending. He's about to get into the idea of using your elbow against someone's hands.
Not many people are going to come back and hit you with this hand. Same thing with a foot. So we're going to use our elbows, anything we see, and blow it away. What?
Now, sometimes you can block a kick, and the way that manifests as he kicks to your body and you block is his foot will hit your elbow, hence breaking his foot. What I'm saying is I wouldn't be aiming for the foot or aiming for the hand in order to do that. I just block. And in the off chance that he catches my elbow, you know, that's sort of on him. I was training Muay Thai. This happened to me twice. I Thai clinched a guy in my first amateur MMA fight ever. I threw a knee and I caught him. But before I caught him and got the knockout, I hit his elbow point, and his elbow point went right between the muscle fibers in my quadricep and created a swelling that is mythical. The swelling went down to my knee, then went down to my ankle. It was really bad. This happened to me twice, and it kept me off my feet, couldn't walk for weeks. There's some truth to it, but I wouldn't start aiming for hands with your elbows.
Okay, Brad. So we're just poking
Bring in
around
Brad,
here.
baby.
Brad's throwing the punches.
Brad's
I'm just blowing away anything on.
Brad is gigantic. Brad has shin guards on, but he's actually protecting the inside of his cast, which is odd. Kind of rare to see two southpaws, huh? What's up with this? Oh, good jabs. We're left cross by Brad. Brad, what are you doing, man? Brad with the head kick. Oh, look at the walk. Oh, Paul maintained distance really well. Stepping out of range. Oh, no. Can't run in like that, Paul. Now, obviously, he lands a vertical fist, but see how his head's on the center line and it's not moving? chins up. The tall guy is gonna end up landing a short left hook in there. Boom, right there. So there's options. Lots of opportunity to land counters there. Paul getting busy. Paul's getting busy with the elbows against the wall. He feels bad. He pats him on the helmet. Let's put it all together, Paul.
There's not going to be a set rule of what we're doing, a set way. I'm going to come in with a few punches. I'm going to get an obstruction. As soon as I get an obstruction, I may come in with a knee. I may come in with a headbutt. You're going to see what I'm doing. I'm blending the Dumog with the Wing Chun, with the headbutts, knees, and the elbows.
Guy has a limitless amount of swag.
Okay, Kurt, come on in. Once again, this is representing the part of the fight.
This guy's about to get his completely beat.
Range and entered. For whatever reason, we've entered to this position. Boom.
Oh.
And I'm here, bang.
But watch his head. Watch his chin. Speed bag exercise where you're doing, you're gonna throw a blitz, you're gonna throw a series of fast punches. You really wanna make sure that your head's slightly off angle, your chin's down, forehead's forward. You gotta be careful. Never gonna assume that your opponent's not gonna be punching you back. Chances are, if you're in a range to throw a headbutt or an elbow, he's in position to do the same to you. So you have to respect the distance.
If I go for the knee, you sort of get out of the way with the knee, boom, that's into the head.
Like that. Paul's saying you can use this high-low attack, which is really fundamental way of striking. You attack low, when he defends low, you go high, and vice versa.
So whatever I'm doing, I'm always feeling the energy to get in with my next shot.
Energy, man, the energy. Energy talk.
Come back to here, boom, I'm down to the foot switch.
Swag, he walked off. Look at the guy. Guy's got him humping the concrete. He walks off because he's a G. That's Paul Vunak is a G. If you guys are enjoying the video, obviously leave a like. It helps the channel. You guys can check me out across all social media platforms at Steven Strangles people or on Twitter at Steven Strangles. Let's get back into it.
Since I'm a little bit short on volunteers.
Paul Vunak is destroying all of his ukes. There's somewhere in Santa Monica. One guy's a broken leg. One guy's been headbutted several times. Paul Vunak doesn't go easy on these guys, and I guess he shouldn't.
It's demonstrate exactly what a headbutt's going to do on, let's say, a melon.
He just headbutted a melon. He just need a melon. He just elbowed a melon. Paul Vunak headbutting a melon is going to become another reoccurring theme on this channel without a doubt. We got Rup guy, he's recurring, we love Rup, and now we have Paul Vunak's headbutts. We need a phrase that we can use for Paul. I'm sure you guys will come up with it in the comment section. He was like summoning some sort of headbutt god power, some headbutt god force. Jumping knee. You're running through the whole fruit section just to show that you got what it takes to land elbows, headbutts, and knees. You could just use a bag or a pad. He's like, F that, we're gonna use some melons.
Happy headbutting.
I have mixed emotions about Paul Vunak. What do you guys think about him? I think he's charismatic. I think a lot of what he does really has some functional value. And to be doing this in the 80s and 90s is really impressive. And I'm sure I'll come to a more mature perspective of what he really has to offer in the modern day, because I know he's still posting stuff. Special thanks to all the supporters who've been sending in references and ideas for new videos. It's really been helping me out, especially because of the volume that I'm putting out. As always, guys, check out some of the other videos on the channel if you missed it.
JKD.